today we're going to be talking about Zodiac signs. I know we mentioned in our a couple videos ago that I was interested in horoscopes and things like that. So today that's what we're going to be talking about. And I just so we know all the signs. I'm just going to quickly list the Zodiac signs. Starting with Capricorn. After Capricorn comes Aquarius. Then comes Pisces. Then comes Aries. Then comes Taurus. Then Geminis. Then Cancers. Leos. Virgos. Scorpios. Sagittarius. And I missed Libras just now. I was thinking about this sign. And that's because I don't really get along with Libras as much. That's like only some of them.
You're gonna find out about it.
Libras
only some of them.
They're very quiet.
That's the problem.
And they're
like they be so quiet, but they be creating like drama behind the scenes, and then they come out and be like, "Oh, I'm the victim." Like, no, did y'all not see what the fuck he or she just did? Like,
no, honestly,
play the
she's
victim
right about that.
a lot.
Definitely right about that.
And I just.
But they're good people.
I know.
I think
they are
kind of
good
have
people.
a good heart.
They are good people, and they do mean well, and they are one of the signs that have balance in their lives. Like, they're able to find a balance within their problems, within their their family problems and stuff like that. So Libras, they're very positive, but I don't always get along with them. I do have a best friend that's a Libra though. She's different.
She's different. Aren't they all though?
But I use zodiacs to judge people basically because everything that
It might sound that
I know,
but literally
I
to
totally understood where you
get to know them more,
yeah.
because everybody doesn't show their true colors right off back. You know what I'm saying? So I think zodiac signs does give you like a hint of,
especially if you're like very interesting. You're like, why are you so secretive or just like mysterious? Because I know I'm a mysterious person. Like, we're all quiet, and I feel like that's how we all get along because
Capricorn.
All right, Scorpio. But Scorpios, like, they're really private, but they're so sweet and so nice. But they have their ways, Because my best friend's a Scorpio, so I can't be like dragging her sign all crazy. But we've been best friends for years, over 12 years of friendship, and like that shit is rare, okay?
And so, I'm all about like, saying what my faults are. And as a Scorpio, I can say that I am controlling.
Thank you for admitting that, Scorpio. Thank you.
I'm very jealous.
But with very good intention, though.
Exactly.
I feel like at least me. I don't know Stacey's personal life, and me and Stacey, like, socially, like, when I see her, I don't see her being controlling, like, obnoxiously. So it's just like,
I try to, I'm working on it.
Me too.
We're all a work in progress right now.
Me too, but I'm definitely, like, for anybody that knows me and that thinks that I'm controlling or everything else that comes with it, it's not intentional. Like, I don't want to, because I hate when people try to tell me how to run my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how I try to come off.
Right.
If I do come off that way, I'm working on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I am ever showing any type of control over somebody, it's because I care for you and I'm trying to help you.
And it's like I have the vision to see where you need to go and the things that you need to do, or the things that I know that you can do. Like, I can see that, and I know you can see it too. So it's not like we're trying to be controlling. It's just like we're trying to direct you because we see the potential in you.
So it'll be
all right. Wait, hands up for the
like a Scorpio talk. You know what I'm saying?
As a Capricorn, like, that's what I do. Like, I like to hear, but I have to take a pause. I listen to what both of you guys have to say. Like, that's how I tell you, this is gonna be hilarious. Like, this is how I am. Like, I let people get their voice out. Like, voice your opinion. Say what you have to say. And I'm not listening for like right or wrong. I'm just listening for the perspective of you guys. Or from whoever I'm talking to at the time. And so, what you just said was. There was nothing wrong with that. I totally agree. Like, you see the potential in people and you want to direct them into the right direction, you know?
Mhm.
And it's like, it's unfortunate that people don't like to, like you said, like don't want to be controlled, like don't tell me what to do.
Exactly.
And that's how some people can interpret it. Like,
Right.
why are you trying to tell me what to do?
Right.
Like, you don't know me, you don't
You're
know,
not my
like,
boss,
you know,
kind
like,
of thing.
yeah, like, you know, like, cause I've experienced that too. Like, you know, we're good-hearted people. Like, we're literally genuine people trying to steer people in the right direction. This is what this show is about too. You know, like just embracing and enlightening and empowering people.
Inspiring.
And we're not trying to tell people what to do. It's just we see something greater. You know, like we want you to see that greatness in yourself. You know, but some people take it as what they're taking it as, like, oh, you're telling me what to do, so I'm not going to listen to you. You know what I mean?
But then it'll take somebody else to say the same thing.
Exactly. And then that's
for
what it
them
is.
to
And then
understand.
that's
You'll
what I
listen to
hate.
that person, right?
And that's what I hate. That's
Yeah.
why, like, also
People
another
are
sign
different.
of
Y'all are
Scorpios
different.
is like people be calling us nonchalant, like we don't care. It's not that we don't care. It's just that at a certain point we
You're
have
done
to
trying,
choose
like,
where we put
period.
our energy. Like we
Right.
don't want to keep affecting our relationships because people say we're so controlling or we're
Right.
so jealous of situations and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like if we see that you're rejecting our help, we're still gonna be there for you because that's the type of people we are. But we're just gonna keep our opinions to
Right.
ourselves,
And we need
and
to
we're gonna
distance
say
ourselves.
and we're gonna
Yeah.
say in our heads, "We told you so." We're not gonna say it to you, but we just
No,
gonna
I
say,
think sometimes I say I told you so
I
because
would
it's just
be like,
it's kind of a slap in my face. It's like you don't even like trust my judgment type
Right.
ish. Like you know
But
what I'm
also,
saying?
that's
I'm
the
not
pettiness
here to
in
steer you a
Scorpio
wrong
too,
way.
like-
That's what it is. But it's like all you had to do is listen.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
I totally
wasn't down
understand.
talking you. Like I wasn't like
Right.
you know trying to downplay you. Like that's what I feel like because there's so much competition out in this world. People think when you're trying to tell them how to do something, they think like, oh, you think you better than me because you no, not at all. But if you think that I think I'm better than you, clearly you see something good in me. So you know what I'm saying? So let's do this. I'm trying to help you. Like I don't understand, and I know when to take the back seat and when to take notes too. So I you know, like I just don't give people shit now.
I know.
And as a Scorpio, we're pretty much always misunderstood. We understand everybody, but we're the ones who are misunderstood, which is like ironic, but whatever.
From people that deal with us for the longest. You could be dealing with me for years, and now in the 7th year, you're like, you did like just a
Like, you
big
didn't
blow
realize
up. Like
how
I feel
you
like
were.
communication is a major key. Like you know what I'm saying?
And I'm not the best with communication. I feel like I run from my problems. I don't really run, but it's like if something's not working out, I'm quick to just say, all right, I'm gonna just go back into my corner and I'm gonna just do me, like, and in a way that is running from your problems instead of like being able to, you know, deal with them, and tackle them head on. But I'm learning, and fortunately, I have people in my life teaching me, like, you know, so.
Right.
It's
all we
all
can do
about
is learn.
experience, right? It's all about experience and like and growing and knowing who you were before. You know what I mean? Like I was literally like having a talk with Stacey earlier, just letting her know about like how the growth I see in myself and things potentially that I see I want. You know, I'm gonna go get it. Like that's a Capricorn's mindset anyway.
And
We're
anyways,
very
Capricorns, they're always too hard on themselves. Like
Yeah,
they could
that's
be
true.
they could be at the top.
We are too.
Yeah, they could be at the
Scorpios
top.
are too.
And it's just like they're very hard
We
on
try to-
themselves
yeah,
because they want to.
I'm
They
trying
know
to-
they
to
can
be
do more.
perfect.
Exactly.
But like, and people aren't perfect, and like that's what I'm understanding. But still, that shit always just be like, bitch, you gotta make this right. Like, but it's already right, you know. Like I don't see the
It's good
rightness
enough.
in it. Yeah, it's good enough. Like you know, some things are just good enough.
Sometimes.
And I can't beat myself up for it. And that's what I'm learning. You know,
Right.
like I do try to make everything just right. Like I try to be right by people. You know, and I am. I hope so. You know, I hope I'm right by people. Yeah.
Definitely. And another sign that I feel like you know is like that too are Leos. Leos, they're sometimes can be aggravating depending on the Leo, but
They're very headstrong.
they are headstrong and they're a sign who pretty much does everything for everyone, and sometimes they forget to do things for themselves because they're always lending hands, trying to get people up above to the next level.
I feel like Aquarius is like that as well. My mom, she's an Aquarius.
My mom's an Aquarius too.
I feel like they definitely like the same, like so used to doing for other people and forget to do for themselves.
That's definitely
You
my
guys,
mom.
yeah. You guys,
Yeah.
remember, we only live one life. It's great to do good deeds for other people, but you gotta remember that you're living for yourself as well.
Right.
And you know, also I I was reading somewhere that, you know, it's the most selfish thing for you to do, like, to help someone else. It's very selfish to help someone else because you're helping someone else, and in reward, you're getting, like, a great satisfaction feeling inside. And that feeling's basically for you to make you feel good, like, okay, I did this for this person. In a way, it's selfish because, like, the feeling that you get from it, it's like you're using that person to, like, feel that feeling.
Right.
So it's selfish,
I don't
but
think, well, I hear what you're saying,
It
but
is.
then I
Like,
think it's
I'm
a
not
trade
even
for
gonna
trade because
lie.
I'm pretty sure that person, well, some people are very appreciative of the help. So
Yeah,
they're not
it's like a
deserving
happy
of a reward,
thing,
right,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
a reward back from
Because I
it.
definitely
I'm not
was.
even gonna lie, like, if I see a homeless man out on the street, the thoughts that run through my mind immediately, like, oh, it's not always he needs money, let me give it to him so he can go get something to eat. It's, oh, I know if I give, then I'm gonna be blessed. I know I don't have much, but what I do have, I can give it to him, and I know something else greater is gonna come. So I'm very selfish when it comes
I see
to
what you mean.
helping people and stuff like that. It makes me feel good, and I like to see other people feel good. When other people feel good and other people smile because of me, that makes me feel amazing, and that's why I keep doing it, because I like it. Like, I like that feeling. Not like, in a way I'm using them, but in a way I'm not using them.
Right.
So.
But I would try to, no judgment, but it's just like, cause God, you know what I'm saying, like he blesses us off the good deeds that we do, genuinely, you know what I'm saying, not off of thinking that, okay, hopefully something good will happen to me soon.
Well,
So,
it's not just that. That's just me as a person. Like, I'm not a mean person at all. Like, if I see someone that needs help, I'm gonna help them. But also, it's like praising me as a person. The only person that's gonna praise me is myself. Like, God can't physically come down and say to me, "You're doing a great job. Keep going. That's nice of you to do." So in my head, I have to do that to keep myself going, and to keep praising myself, because that's something that God would say to me. Like, I'm proud of you, so I'm gonna say it to myself, acting like that's Him saying it to me. Like, that's very giving of you. So that's how I look at it. I don't look at it as, you know.
I think that's genuine.
I was like, because it can be seen, like, because you hear the word selfish, it comes off negative, but it's seen
You have to be in this life.
Yes.
Even if you have, especially if you have kids, you have to be selfish.
Yeah.
You cannot take care of kids, your grandmother, your cousin. You can't take care of anyone until you take care of yourself first. So being selfish is kind of a negative stereotype that has developed over time. But you have to be selfish in order to take care of anyone else. Because if you're not well, how are you going to take care of somebody else? You can't. If I'm not mentally okay, I can't take care of my kids. So I have to be selfish and take care of myself and do things for myself in order to be well enough to take care of them.
And if somebody doesn't understand that, you know, that's selfish of them, not seeing that you're trying to be, you know, better mentally, and you're trying to help. You're not.
It's all about elevating to the next level. That you can never stay.
And
on
it's like,
the next
find
level.
another way, you know. Like, I help all the time. Like, today I won't be able to help, and I'm sorry, you know. Apologize or whatever. And if they see that as like, you know, I ask you for this all the time, and now all of a sudden you can't give this to me, it's because they're in wanting, you know, instead of like appreciating the time that you did help out and that you were available to them at that time, you know. So you have to be selfish sometimes. You have to like
exactly in order to get things done, and that's like all a part of, you know, just being there for yourself. Because no matter what zodiac sign we are, like, nobody's gonna be able to read our mind. Nobody's gonna be able to go out there and hustle for us. We all have to do that for ourselves. So sometimes our relatives, they do, you know, depend on us and stuff like that. Sometimes we have to say no. And bringing it back to zodiac signs.
What's you guys' favorite? Well, no, yeah. What's you guys' zodiac sign that you guys click the most with, or the one that you guys probably bump heads with the most?
I say I love Capricorns, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Scorpios. The Scorpios are automatically family. I love Tauruses. They show me new things all the time. And I love Cancers. I love Pisces. Like, I love all the zodiac signs. They're so cool.
They're okay. Yeah. They're okay.
They're so cool. I know, Natalie. They're so cool. But yeah, it's just those Libras that sometimes, that's the only sign that I don't really, maybe I don't know enough about y'all.
Right, exactly. I don't
Okay.
have a lot of Libra friends.
So, mine is, I know I love Capricorns. Like, I feel like we click, like the personality. No, man. Sorry, Capricorn. The personalities is just like the humor is like, yeah, like one of my close friends.
She's like, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
it's like we're dry,
always, even the
but
dudes,
hilarious.
like, yeah, I have a Capricorn friend or whatever. Romantically, it's awesome, but the only thing that's bad about Capricorns is when Scorpio and the Capricorns do clash, like when they're both upset. I think, like, well, as far as a male, we're trying to figure out how to fix this shit. So,
Be strong.
Because both seem like the signs to just say, fuck
it's
it,
the
I'll
pride.
wait
Yeah,
I'll
it's
wait
the
for you to
pride.
fix yourself.
And with Capricorn
For
and
men, it's
Scorpios,
different,
we can,
yeah.
our pride is so high, like we can stop talking for a
Ever.
longest time. Like,
Yeah.
which is not good, but so.
Even I'm speaking for myself, my pride is a big issue. Even if I feel sorry or over the situation, it would be like a cold day in hell before I reach out to you to let you know that like I would be expecting for you to reach out to me, and then I could say, oh yeah, I do feel like I was wrong and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, even
It's a
after
pride
you process
issue.
the whole thing, like even after you process that you were wrong, you still won't reach out to the person.
I would.
It depends. It depends on who the person is, what
Okay.
the situation was. If it's family, automatically I'm reaching out, saying that I'm wrong. That's something I don't play with with my family. Like if we've always had a good relationship and something happens, then I'm gonna reach out to you. With friendships, it's a little different because it depends on what happened in the circumstances. But for the most part, my problem in my relationships, the ones that I've lost, it's because the pride. Like I'm not hitting you up to say, because I felt like I was wrong. And I felt like even though I was wrong, I did do wrong, but the wrong that you did to me is like more. Like you did the most wrong.
You did.
So-
I was gonna say like I did
most
wrong.
wrong.
You did wrong, but you did more wrong than I did. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Go ahead and
I
like
totally
that.
understand. And like the signs that like I get along with, obviously, you know, Scorpios, literally surrounded by Scorpios all day, all weekend. Like look at these niggas. Like it's Sunday. I love them though. Like they're awesome. I work with a Scorpio. And that's why I was like asking you, like, even if you were wrong, like, do you reach out? Because I had a situation with a coworker, you know, where she was wrong, you know.
What was she? Was she a Scorpio?
She was a Scorpio. Like she was a Scorpio, and she was an older woman too. Yeah, like I don't know. And it was a control thing. I felt like on her behalf because. So let me give you the scoop. So I ended up switching my shift with my coworker, who wasn't the Scorpio. We ended up switching shifts because I wanted to open and she wanted to take my open. I feel like it makes sense. Like your shift tomorrow is the opening shift, and my shift today, you know, is the opening shift. Like let's switch.
Like why not?
Yeah,
both
and
got the
so
same
I
duties.
didn't reach out to the Scorpio because her shift was a closing shift. I think her shift was a closing shift, and I didn't want to close. So obviously, you know, I didn't involve her in that conversation. And mind you, it happened on a Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday happens. You know, she comes in and she's like, oh, like things are switching around here. You know, like having an attitude because I was the opener that day, which I felt like, why are you mad at that? You know, at least somebody opened.
It's because you didn't like let her know. And
but
I'm not
why,
sticking
I was gonna say like, well, why didn't you get She's not the supervisor.
Like we expect y'all to tell us things.
It's because it was something different. It was
but
something
it's
that
like when it
wasn't
comes
her
to us
norm.
informing you, it's like on a need to know basis.
No,
and that's something negative about us.
And I was gonna say it wasn't. And this was what it was.
I probably wouldn't know.
felt
I understand what Stacey's saying, but I probably wouldn't know it took personal.
like why she took it
as
personal.
long as it's not affecting my shift
Yes,
and nobody's running
nothing.
late, like
Right.
nobody's missing,
Somebody's
open.
open.
I don't care.
That's true.
Like
I don't
somebody
care. Like,
open,
oh,
that was
like,
the
I
thing.
didn't
Right,
expect to
exactly.
see you.
Like that's like oh I didn't know you was coming in early today. Like that wasn't on the schedule. And then I would have a conversation like, oh, me and so switched because I needed to open today, so I switched my open with her. You know, I was like, your shift is closing shift, so you know I didn't involve you in that because
And at the end of the day, that even probably that was too much information. If she's not the director, then
and yeah, like I even ended up explaining. And girl, let me tell you. So even after that, why she have a whole attitude with me, like, because of that.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow, like, the next
Wow.
day, right, like, girl, I was shocked, like, sis, we here every day together and you're mad over this, like, why are you upset? So, moral of the story is, like, you know, I love my Scorpios, you know, but there's some Scorpios that I feel like that's where the controlling thing is. Like, I felt like she was controlling in, she wanted to know why I switched, why I didn't ask her to switch with me instead of reaching out to somebody else. And then she was upset because I was opening. She didn't talk to me for the rest of the week. Like, what is wrong? Yeah, like, and we grown.
Yeah, Malika,
right,
next
I'm
time,
doing it,
we should run it by the Scorpio family.
Right. But thank God, you know, I'm leveling up. I got a new
People are
position
like that.
somewhere
Everybody's
else.
different.
Yeah, so I feel like I can't deal with that negativity anymore. That just, not negativity, that just atmosphere.
And that's the thing, like, I don't understand why she didn't just say what she had to say.
Yeah.
Like, instead of not talking to you for the whole week.
Girl, the rest
like,
of
if
the
she
week.
had an issue,
Tuesday,
she
Wednesday.
addressed
And she
it.
was off Thursday, Friday, so I didn't see her.
One sign that I want to mention that always says what they have to say, even if no one asks them to say it, they just say it.
Cancer?
Anyway. Sagittarius.
Oh,
yeah.
Sagittarius.
Oh my
My
God.
cousin, my nail
Let me
cousin
take a
is a
sip of tea.
Sagittarius. And he
My
is
cousin- my
off the
cousin is
fucking
a-
chain. Off the chain. Off the
I
chain.
love it though. I love it. He'd be like,
What's your
so
experience?
real. But
Sagittarius.
my cousin,
What's that
exactly,
mean?
yeah, they're just, well, I haven't had any really bad experiences. They're just very like nonchalant, and it's just like, it's funny to me. It's really
No,
funny.
Yeah,
It's
and they're
really
funny
funny.
My
as
boyfriend is a Sagittarius, y'all. Like, I'm living with this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, I don't think I can live with it because it's just like almost as
it's-
if they don't take nothing seriously, or
They
nothing's
play
a big
too much.
deal
They
type
do.
bitch, or it's not that serious.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
They
Who
play too
cares?
much.
Or yeah, that's
I
my
like-
cousin, but you know, we just kick it.
I
He's
appreciate
cool. Like, he's
honesty,
cool.
but it's just like sometimes, like with some of them, it's just like how they deliver it. It be hurting my feelings. Like I'm a big emotional baby, and I just, it's like, damn, did you
it's
have
like
to
they're
say it
very,
like that?
they're very blunt with how they
Very blunt.
come
They
off
don't
with
hold
things.
back.
And they
I
literally
appreciate
speak what
it.
they speak, but I feel like out of emotion too. That's most of the time.
True.
But
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah, because that's a Sagittarius. They're fire sign, so they're, you know,
They fire.
they're, yeah, like, you know, they're fire. Like,
Like,
they get
yeah.
angry, or they just, emotions are very, they are passionate people. It runs literally like wild, and they're very loving, you know, like they're very loyal too. So I don't know, Sagittarius.
I like Sagittarius. I like them.
I
I
think
know.
Y'all
the
blonde,
most mysterious,
right?
And they're
honestly,
adventurous
I feel
too,
like
they're fun.
cancers are mysterious to me, honestly.
Cancers are big ass crybabies. I love cancers, but like
They're like, it's hard to like, I mean, I've been very good friends with some cancers, but it's just like overall, even becoming friends with these cancers, it's just
It takes
like,
a while.
yes, to really figure them out. Like, I hate trying to figure people out. Like,
My-
one day it's cold, next day it's warm,
Yeah.
then
My
it's just
son
middle
is a
hot.
Cancer, and my son is just all over the place. Like I be like having to take a step back and try to figure him out too. Like what is
like,
wrong? I be like, what's wrong? Like tell me what is wrong. Like use your words. And
this
as
is Elliot, right?
Elliot.
Aw.
And as adults, it's like
Oh yeah, he.
cancers are
I
very
should know.
loving.
He
They're
is
very
a-
loving. They're
Yeah,
emotional.
they're
They
very-
want to be there for you. They like to cuddle and stuff like that. But they're at work.
Only the
They
babies.
work.
The babies like to cuddle, okay?
Mhm.
Grown ass man. No, sorry.
I think the overall they are like, you know, once they get that comfortable zone, like they are like, you know.
And I
couples
also
stuff
want to
like that.
mention,
But they
because
just-
I also have cancer family, they have the worst attitudes.
I was
Like if
gonna
you
say,
piss
they're-
them off, they have the worst
Yeah.
attitudes ever. But that's because they feel everything so deeply. They're a water sign.
And that's the same like
So-
Scorpios though, because
What also a water sign.
I
Pisces
love-
is a water sign. I know
Yeah.
Pisces, they're very majestical and stuff like that. They're also a water sign, feels very deeply. Those water signs, they're just waterworks.
Waterworks. Right. It makes sense right now.
Right.
Exactly. And then you're an earth sign,
Yeah,
right?
I'm an earth sign.
Along with Taurus and Virgo.
Yeah, I get along with Tauruses and Virgos.
My
too,
sons
that's
are, my
nice.
other sons are Virgo.
Right.
And they're the most, my
Iggy,
brothers
that's my
are
boy,
Virgo.
that's
And they're the
my
most
boy.
sweetest
Yeah,
people
my brother's
ever.
a Virgo too.
They're perfectionists. I don't know,
Mhm.
have you guys had any experience with Virgo?
My brother's a Virgo.
I have a friend Virgo.
And he's the same way, and they're very
She
creative.
is very
like,
sweet.
very
They are.
creative. brilliant people, very intellectual people, very smart.
Sensitive too.
They're sensitive, yeah. Everybody's sensitive. Like that's it. Like everybody's sensitive.
No, boy, everybody is sensitive.
We're all sensitive.
Everybody has
their
their level of
sensitivity.
sensitivity.
Exactly. The tolerance of the sensitivity-ness is just like is higher from others.
Some is,
Well, when it comes to Geminis, I don't know.
Because they flip so much,
yeah,
you can't really
yeah,
say.
We're gonna drag signs today. Like I'm not just because they flip so much.
Like,
they're literally two signs. Like they're two different people. Like one day you'll meet Billy Bob, tomorrow you'll meet Bob Billy, who's like this equal sign. Like you gotta know that. You gotta know that they switch, and if you're down for that, then be down. But Geminis are really cool people too.
They are, and they're very sweet. They are.
Yeah.
But I had a Gemini guy say to me before. He was like, if I'm mad at you, I won't tell you, I won't talk to you, I'll just start talking to you when I'm not mad again.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, what the hell? Like, is that normal for Geminis? Like, do you guys just ghost people when one side of you is not feeling them? You just wait for the other side to warm up them? Like
alright, let me have this conversation in my head.
They're confusing, they're nice, but they're confusing to me.
Yeah.
And also Aries too, they're just, it takes a lot for me to want to get to know an Aries.
Want to get to know.
Because some
they
of them can be so rude. Like
I was gonna say, why does everybody say Aries? Aries are rude. My little sister is an Aries. She is rude to other people. Like
which month?
My in April.
April.
Okay. Yeah, she's April.
Yeah, you have to get to know them though.
You have Aries?
I have so I have an ex best friend that was an Aries, and she's an ex best friend. So and then I have a high school friend
for a reason.
I have a high school friend from that's an Aries, and towards me, like she was never rude or anything, but just like like I'm very observant, and like people are just like just like stern, and you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what they are.
Yeah, it's very.
And
but
I feel like
she was never like that towards me, so that's
I feel like they play too much too.
But what do you mean play too much?
Like they play too much.
I love my boo, so she's good. Moomings, I love her. She's good. She's good. But they are sweet and kind-hearted too.
They are,
like
they're
just like you said, you have to try to get to, because you don't know if their strong personality is because they don't like you, or it's just not just because that's their personality.
Mm-hmm. Like some people, it's hard to approach them because
that's
you
how
really
you
can't
gotta learn about
see.
them. Like
and they're funny.
Does she like me or not?
Yeah, they're funny. Like Aries are hilarious.
They are. But with all those signs, I like it because everything that I've ever studied about astrology, like, it turned out to be true about people. Like, I can talk to someone or work with someone for the longest, or just be acquainted with someone for the longest and just not know their sign. And then they'd be like, oh, my birthday's this such and such tomorrow or next weekend. And I'd be like, oh, it makes sense why you did all the things that you did, because we all are born. Zodiac has to do with when you're born, the time you're born. We have a sun sign, which is the sign that we all go by, our birthday. But we also have signs like moon signs, we have rising signs, we have signs in Venus, Mercury, and the different planets and stuff. So the time that we were born and the day that we were born, those are all the characteristics that make up us. So it's interesting to study because everything that you end up studying about yourself, you find relation in it. So that's why I like it, because I don't talk to people that much about my problems. I actually don't talk to anyone at all. I don't have a therapist. I don't have a journal. I don't have anywhere that I write things down. I internalize things, and the way that they come out is by me crying. Unfortunately, I'm a big crier. Like
to myself,
I will cry in front of you, and if I cry in front of you, just know I'm mad as fuck. And whatever I do after me crying, I'm not responsible for it because I'm not in my right mind. So
it has to be really deep for me to cry in front of you. But
that's the thing.
My problems,
everything
I just
for
take
me
care of
is
it to
deep.
myself.
I'll cry in front of anybody, but just don't get me fucked up, because I'll fuck you up.
Don't take these tears for weakness.
Like if I'm crying in front of people, I'm upset. Like I'm very upset.
I don't know.
But if I'm crying, if it's a relationship, like a romantic.
Yeah, I'll hide that.
Like you wouldn't cry in front of
I wouldn't cry in front of anyone. Like if it's my partner, yes. But
Yeah,
as far
something
as
like-
me coming to you guys, I'm not gonna be crying.
Right.
Like, unless he literally just broke up with me before I walked in here.
Right.
But
Exactly.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That's what I would get to. Like
I
would
literally
cry
would
in
say
front
to
of
myself,
him
sorry.
for like if we're going through something, I'm either like upset, I'm fucking upset. Like that's why I'm crying. Like
Exactly, and I feel like
put me
the
in
people
phone.
who cry when they're upset are the most dangerous for some reason.
Yeah, and it's fiery. It's fiery. Sounds
It is.
crazy. But
That's
so-
all. Wrap it up.
Do you guys think that you'll be, judging people? Do you judge people?
That's how like
we all judge people. Like it's
Based
not
on their
like
zodiac?
but like by zodiac, I know personally.
I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but I do once I
I feel like,
know
oh,
your
that's why you
sign,
act like that.
exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like once
Yeah.
you do start doing things pertaining to your zodiac sign, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Told me so.
Right. Totally so. Like exactly. Like, give the people the benefit of the doubt. Like you meet somebody new, like not off the bat. I'm like, oh, what's your sign? Like okay. we're
Exactly.
talking,
No,
But
we're not
it's
gonna
so
do that.
crazy, like
Yeah,
when you
like,
really
it leads to
experience
that.
these relationships
Mhm.
with these other zodiac signs, and then when you're reading them and the compatibility or whatever the case may
Right.
be, it is so surreal. It's like
Right.
it's scary. I'm like, oh shit.
And mainly I get along with most signs, but
So,
that's it.
who's the one sign for you don't get along with? Just, you never really.
I know. I don't know. Come back to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, me, y'all know Libra, so, and Rebel probably.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
I know.
Like I can't say Aries because I have like other Aries friends. Because one failed doesn't mean I don't fuck with Aries. So like I can't say Pisces because one failed. I have another close friend that's a Pisces and that's my road dog. Like honestly, I don't know.
I'm literally trying
Like,
to think, but
That's
I
okay,
feel like
because
I
you
I
don't
have
have
to have
any
one. You
situation-
can get along with all signs. That's the beauty.
Or I cannot
and
get along with
being
not many
flexible.
signs. Like there's not just
Exactly.
one sign that
I
I
know.
have get along with.
There's a sign-
multiple signs.
Exactly. Like my sister, she's a Leo, but I feel like Leos and we don't really. I don't know. It's
That's
so
what I'm
weird.
saying. Like you
It's
gotta be a bomb ass
weird.
Leo for me to like accept the not bullshit that you come with, but the things that you come with. Because Leos, they're very strong. So it's right there we butt heads because it's like they want to be the king of the jungle, and it's like
Exactly.
okay, you could be the king of your jungle,
Yeah.
but
It's because they're
I'm running
lions,
shit over here.
Yeah, like they're leaders,
so-
and we're leaders too. They could be many leaders, but be the leader, like you said, of your kingdom, your jungle, whatever. Like, and let me do me. But I don't know.
But I do love Leos. My sister
I
is
know, I
a
do
Leo.
love
My
Leos.
sister, I adore my sister. I look up to her. She's the best, one of the best people. My other sister's an Aquarius. My other sister's a Scorpio. So it's like I love a whole bunch of signs. Like I have, but definitely, if you think that we got it wrong, we dragged your sign a
Right.
little too much, let us know. Like change our perspective
right.
on
Change
things.
it.
We're
Yeah,
gonna,
different
be
perspective.
talking more about like horoscopes. Occasionally, we're not gonna make this like a regular thing because we're still doing our modeling, acting, of course, makeup and stuff like that. But this is gonna be coming up every once in a while.
We have interactions.
I
with
know,
signs
like
every
it
day.
gets juicy. It gets juicy. So
We
we
might
definitely want to
just
hear you guys
log off and
your
then encounter a
perspective.
situation with somebody as soon as we log out, with another sign.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for
We want to
watching.
thank you for watching today. Leave comments,
Yes.
like, subscribe, share with your friends, family. We do appreciate you guys for watching.
Thank you so much.
It does warm our hearts when we don't post episodes and we have people asking like, why are you not posting
Right.
episodes? Or when we do post episodes and we run into people, they be like, oh, well, like I saw the episode, so we like that. Keep that coming. We love our supporters and we just
Appreciate
want
you
to
guys.
say thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Peace. I don't know how to stop it.